well, tremendous potential. A brilliant back row with line-out expertise from Joannel and Erbani, and a back division of enormous, unmatched, surely, creative talent and pace. The referee from Australia, Dick Byers, his first visit to Cardiff Arms Park, and an important day for him in his 13th international. Perfect conditions. The sun shines down, just the shadow cast by the magnificent new stands. Wales kick-off. And Les Gabouris just dallying for the moment, but puts it down for the dropout. Jean-Patrick Les Gabouris, 17 points. You remember he scored against Ireland in their opening international for France. Howell Davies, and the quick switch through to Mark Titley on the halfway line. Pick up by Erbani, the man who came in late on for Rodriguez. And a penalty, and a bit of fisticuffs. Well, let's hope for no repetition of what happened in the last match here in Cardiff. Alongside me, Gareth Edwards. Well, the balance here is a fascinating one. How can Wales tame the French?
Well, obviously, I think that the confrontation really revolves around the back row and the scrum half. And Wales's back row, although they played particularly well against Ireland, are facing a different kind and a different class of opposition today. And in Gallion, a quicksilver scrum half. Therefore, I think they'll have to watch that particular part of the field very, very carefully.
France have it. Gallion, Les Gabouris, the little chip. Noster covering. And I think a foot went in there and a boot. The referee indicates the stamping, and a penalty for Wales. So signs that there's little love lost between these two warring packs. That's a tidy ball.
But I do believe that the referee, Dick Byers, must take both captains to one side. There's a lot of fisticuffs going on in the line-out.
France's 10-metre line. Notice it was Erbani round at the front. Offside are France, a penalty to Wales. And up comes Howell Davies. So the discipline lacking, so often proving the downfall of France in past years here. And referee Dick Byers quick to jump in and give Wales the penalty and the chance for Howell Davies then. It's well struck. Quite superb. He'll not strike them better than that. So 10 minutes have gone, and that superb penalty goal from Howell Davies gives Wales the lead. So Wales with so much at stake today. Remember, it's 21 years since they lost both home championship internationals. Grim determination in the camp. Dacey. Coolly done, as indeed was that by Blanco. On the full, though. Serge Blanco, full-back with flair. The throw-in on France's 10-metre line. Butler, but Condon was offside. And again, unforced mistakes. So it's Bleddyn Bowen, the left-foot specialist from the right-hand side of the field. 2 penalties against Ireland, of course, a record point scorer for South Wales Police. Just hooked it a shade too much. Not a bad effort, but not good enough. Long from Les Gabouris. Siege gun boot of his. Good work by Titley again. Sela on the counter. Esteve, the sprinter. Look at it. Shadowed well by Howell Davies and taken out. Devastating pace.
And that's the sort of situation the Wales will have to be keep a very keen eye on, because we saw how quick the two wingmen are in the first 10 or 15 minutes of this match, and any opportunity they have, they could easily convert into tries.
In possession again, but a penalty to France this time, as Wales are penalised for jumping off a shoulder. Crowd sing to try and lift the Welsh team, but it's Les Gabouris just gauging the wind from about 40 metres out, just 2 steps. Three points all, 14.5 minutes played, and Les Gabouris hoists his tally for this season alone to 54 points. Hal Davies with the restart. Up goes Condon. Back to Douglas. Dacey, Ackerman. Looks for the straight hard run. In goes Reeve uncompromisingly. Jean-Pierre Reeve. That blonde mop emerging. Captain of France in the Grand Slam season of '81, determined to bow out in such style again. Just inside the French half. Gallion poised to challenge Douglas. Dacey. Looks useful. On a sixpence.
And that really stemmed from a very solid Welsh scrummage. The platform was perfect for Mark Douglas to give Malcolm Dacey the right type of ball. And even when France tried to shove Wales off the ball, when the ball was at the back row's feet, Wales could still hold the shove.
Wales then a metre out. Barney was the key figure in working that back to Gallion. Tidily played. And in the manner of the French coach Jacques Ferrou, Gallion with plenty to say to his pack. Norster, Butler, Moriarty. But Ebani was the man to get the ball. Reeve now, typical charge by him. Gallion, Les Gabouris, Blanco. Blanco, Sela, hands off Ackerman, Hadley in with the tackle, but Zlagiske in support. Joannel now. The ball rebounds off the Frenchman, Norster. Inside the Welsh 22. Touch of class then. And the Cardiff crowd generously applaud. Douglas in the very solid Welsh scrummage again. Well, very much better a platform to work off than the last home game that we saw Wales involved in here against Scotland. Referee still trying to get the gap between the two lines out. Condon. And an elbow went in there from Wales. Sort of penalty they can least afford to give away. I think saw Watkins with a few harsh words to his pack then on the way back to face the penalty goal attempt of Les Gabouris. Superb.
He kept his head down and took his foot right through the ball. An excellent goal kick.
And Wales, unnecessary errors punished again. 27 minutes played. And again, unforced errors, the ball out on the full. So the initiative swings back to France with their put into the scrummage. It's a good Welsh shove again. Codognu though, Blanco, quick feed, Esteve trying to go outside Howell Davis, but hasn't space, runs into touch. Really that electrifying pace, 10.4 over 100 metres he's been timed at, shown at its best as we come into injury time at the end of this first half. And kicks being freely exchanged at close quarters. Gallion, Dantra. Gallion again to Lescabura. Blanco, Lagisque inside, Sellars there. Superb try. One knew the talent was there, it was lying latent, but that time it came out into the full sunlight. So on the stroke of 40 minutes, Lescabura it was, checked, damaged slightly, Blanco now, and watch the switch here as Lagisque checks inside Hadley, and Sellars weaves the path through, accelerates to the line. Nothing Dacey could do to stop him. Lescabura off the post and over. 12 points to 3 on the stroke of half-time. Just the score France were looking for at the interval.
And watch this from behind, the confusion in the Welsh defence as Blanco comes into the line. Lagisque deftly comes off his right foot, comes back inside. Look at the continuity, and Sellars does ever so well to get over in the corner. Welsh defence flying all over the place, couldn't quite get the tackle in, but an excellent try, and that is what we've all come to see here today.
So will the floodgates open, or will Wales dig themselves back in again? Dacey from the restart.
A very crucial 3 minutes before half-time there, especially for Wales.
Stevens. Good work by Norster again. Dacey, Bleddyn Bowen, Ackerman, man and ball. Sellars with the tackle. Bowen tries to recover it. Hadley. And firm again, that time Lagisque on Hadley. Bowen supporting well. So that's how it stands. 8.5 minutes into this second half. Two-man line for Wales this time. Varying their options with Moriarty and Norster at the back, marked by Urbani and Joannel. Norster doing well. Douglas, well, had no time to waste. Pickering, France's 10-metre line. Dug out by Douglas. Bleddyn Bowen. Urbani. It's a good riposte. Perkins trying to catch the French backs offside with the dummy feed, and they've won the penalty. So Watkins retains his confidence in Howell Davis after his last two disappointing efforts at penalty goals. Can he get it right this time? He's back in the groove. Well, that's certainly made up for the previous miss and puts Wales right back in the hunt. Within 6 points now, 10.5 minutes played of the second half. Firecrackers don't put Lescabura out of his stride, nor Dacey. Gallion kept it in well. But that's too strong. Allows the Welsh pack to advance. France's 10-metre line. Again, Wales do well at the line out. Dacey straight through to Ackerman, inside to Bowen. Checked by Lescabura. Sella in the way. It's Philippe Sella then, the man who scored that superb try just before half-time, his 5th for France. Douglas, lovely pick-up by Dacey. Well, there's one to chase. Esteve doesn't hold it. Back there is Joannel. Erbani, the ball's still loose. It comes to Dacey. Dacey with Titley outside. Titley, Butler. Good try. Eddie Butler's 2nd try for Wales, and coming at a vital moment of this match to give Wales a chance to get back on terms. And it came from that feed. Dacey, now watch here how Titley throws inside, really a speculative pass, and good support work from Eddie Butler. And now can Bleddyn Bowen level the scores? Not quite, just pulled the right-hand side of the post. So a 2-point lead stays for France.
Well, it was Dacey who twice put Wales in attacking position, once with this very high kick. Now watch as the French back row cannot deal with it. Really, they should have killed the ball there, but it gave Wales another opportunity, and Dacey, to set away Mark Titley. He does well in keeping the ball going. Watch the support again from Eddie Butler. Like all good back rows, up on the possession and over with not a hand being laid on him.
Butler, the scorer, and now the singing to lift Wales again as they've clawed their way back into the game. $62,000 people on tenterhooks. 12-10 France lead. And a penalty to France for a bit of what looked like elbowing in the line out. Right, Watkins there. So Les Gabouris bidding to make it a 5-point lead. Again, 2 steps and over. His arms aloft to salute a personal triumph as France once again emphasised the fact they found another Jean-Pierre Romeu. So 15-10, 12 minutes to go. But for Wales, a try and conversion would do. Dacey, Bleddyn Bowen into the French pack. No ball emerging.
Watch this movement now, again, as Wales have done throughout the game. The ball going across the back division.
Do you think, in fact, that Wales are coming back inside too often and not spinning it further?
Well, if they're coming back inside, what you got to do then is get your back row to get to the breakdown first, and that's not quite happening, because as soon as the ball comes back into the back division, there's tend to be a big pile-up and the opportunity is lost.
And of course, 5 points adrift, Wales have got to go for the try. They're in control up front. Butler controlling it. Wales still driving. Desperate straits for the French defence. And a penalty to Wales. Dacey will come back. Well, I suppose Welshmen might argue that advantage could have continued, but the whistle had gone some seconds before. And this looks like one of these flying wedge moves that Wales have been doing in rehearsal. Douglas poised. The Welsh pack spread eagle behind him. Through to Stevens, 5 metres out. The pressure on the French line still. Butler has the ball, but the whistle had gone for a knock-on.
Yeah, really, Wales wasted an opportunity there by driving in, because if you are going to take and make the most of a wedge, then you must make the ball available when it comes back. But unfortunately, Ian Stevens went in, and the tackle that ensued meant that he lost possession of the ball.
5 points adrift, a try and conversion would do. Just 6 minutes remain. Butler, Douglas, Gallion interception. Gallion still. for Esteve to chase. In a fleeting moment, the complexion of the game can change. Gallion with a crucial interception there to take the pressure off for the moment. 5 minutes to go. Taken in by Erbani. Gallion, Lescabura tries the long drop goal. Beautifully struck. What a kick! Lescabura, the man who dropped the goal as equally dramatically against England in '82, may well have clinched this match with that snap drop goal. The power in the boot, the accuracy to do this in a split second. Look at that. Surely a kick to win this match for France. Into the last 4 minutes. Can Wales respond? Dacey. Bowen. Just trying to feel for an opening, almost in seven side, and the interception straight through to Codognou. Back came Titley bravely to save the day. Titley still. Bowen now. And Codognou will be asking how come he didn't make it from the pass from Hadley. Hadley again. Dacey. Wales gamble all. Lescabura.
Well, it's all happening now. Wales in the desperation to move the ball, really set up what should have been the final nail in their coffin. But what a brilliant bit of play by Lescabura in dropping that magnificent goal. Real class.
So it's Wales. Backs to the wall. Lovely pick up by Dacey. Gambling all now. What a dummy. Sent Bowen the other way. Titley. Howell Davies. Try. It's not finished yet. Howell Davies, his first try for Wales to keep the light a flicker at the end of the tunnel. Again, Dacey, what class. The dummy with Bowen opened the gap wide. Titley, three men on him, just floated it, and Howell Davies stretched that 6'1" to the line. Converts his own try. The gap's back to 2 points. And we're into the last minute and a half of the game.
The thing to watch here is Dacey's pickup, which was brilliant off the floor. The dummy scissors, and then the gap opens. Really goes well. Now watch, he chooses the right time to distribute the ball. Titley does so well here to hang on, take the men out of the game, and Howell Davies backing up so well. An excellent try.
And now any sort of score would do for Wales. It's Gallion. Lescabura. But that gives Hadley the counter-attack chance. Dacey. Titley on the switch. Wales throwing everything into all-out defence. Perkins setting it up. A penalty to Wales on the halfway line. Well, it's been a Welsh side that's shown, I think, at last the talent, the running ability. Perhaps it's something that they should have indulged in a little earlier, but they still have a chance to win the match. Howell Davies of Bridgend and Wales. It's gone left. Blanco is there. Lescabura taking his time. Hammers it away downfield. Titley's there. Perhaps this the very last chance. Hadley Howell Davies, Douglas. A penalty to France now. So the moment that brought the penalty, and again it falls to Les Gabouris with a chance to wrap this one up. And that's it. Les Gabouris, and a triumph for France. Les Gabouris with his fourth penalty to add to the drop goal, the conversion, and France have won. They make possible now a Grand Slam season, their first win here in Cardiff for 16 years. Jean-Pierre Rive, the jubilant captain, with only their